Hi, I'm Technoblade's dad. He wrote a message and he asked me to read it to all of you.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're taking a look at YouTube videos that, in light of events that occurred after their initial posting, have taken on a darker significance. Out of respect for those involved, the entries to follow are unranked and presented in alphabetical order.
Remember I photographed you a while back?
Wait a minute, is you the one with the electric car?
Yeah,
That took me to...
I took you to Culver City.
I am not dead. I am 57 today. Apetor. This Norwegian content creator lived hard and loved every minute of it. Apetor, whose real name was Tor Rashe Ekhoff, rose to prominence in 2011 when his daring video, On Thin Sea Ice 2, racked up 1 million views in just a week. That was a lot back then. During his lifetime, Ekhoff was criticized for his content, with detractors arguing that he was unnecessarily putting his life at risk. The YouTuber generally brushed them off, but the public's warnings proved painfully prescient when he died after drowning in a lake west of Kongsberg. His final video was a celebration of his 57th birthday, and its title became all the more chilling when he actually did die 5 days later. Dear Future Self, week 248, Bertaley.
If you could ask future self, if you could ask future self one question, what would it be?
The 2015 passing of 13-year-old Caleb Bertaley, a member of the Bertaley family, rocked YouTube and pop culture at large. The Bertaleys, who posted daily snippets of their lives, revealed via Instagram that the teen had passed unexpectedly from hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, a hereditary heart condition. His final video featured a segment in which Caleb posed questions to his future self.
Is Taco Bell still around? Yeah. It's probably what I'd ask.
As a teenage boy will do, Caleb mostly dodges the question in favor of light, silly, irreverent answers, like wondering if any new sports will gain popularity. Of course, as we know now, Caleb never got to meet his future self, leaving an irreparable hole in the Bertaleys.
My cheeks are fat. Anyways, remember to comment down below because we want to know the question of the day is... What is it? It's a good question, Caleb. Oh, ask my future self. See, because I asked like my 5-second earlier self to my 5-second other self what the question of the day was.
Chadwick Boseman gets emotional about Black Panther's cultural impact. SiriusXM.
You know, they're two little kids, Ian and Taylor, who recently passed from cancer. And throughout our filming, I was communicating with them.
Unbeknownst to legions of adoring fans, this Marvel icon was faced with an entirely different journey in his private life, far from the golden streets of Wakanda. Boseman, the first Black actor to star in an MCU movie, was diagnosed with colon cancer in 2016. While living with the disease, the Oscar nominee kept working and visited hospitalized children who shared his condition.
To a certain degree, it's a humbling experience because you're like, this can't mean that much to them, you know? But seeing how the world has taken this on, seeing how the movement is, how it's taken on a life of its own, I realized that they anticipated something great.
In this clip, posted by satellite radio giant SiriusXM, Boseman talked about what he learned from his experience. Overcome with emotion, a tearful Boseman is consoled by co-stars Lupita Nyong'o and Danai Gurira. Years after his 2020 passing, this video becomes harder and harder to watch, given what the actor was going through at the time.
And when I found out that they...
Take your time with it.
Christina Grimmie, video from her last concert in Orlando. Team Grimmie forever. She was a star on the rise, with a bright future seemingly hers for the taking. And then, she was gone. Grimmie had been a popular YouTuber for some years prior to finding success on the 6th season of the NBC reality competition show, The Voice, with both Lil Wayne and Maroon 5's Adam Levine expressing interest in signing her to their respective record labels. On June 10, 2016, a meet and greet after an Orlando show went disturbingly awry when 27-year-old Kevin James Loibel fatally shot Grimmie before taking his own life. Cell phone footage from the concert, posted by a fan account over a year later, is as bizarre to watch as it is heartbreaking.
He might have bent me, but I didn't break. He rearranged the map I did, but I think I'm in love.
Deleting this video in 24 hours, Cory LeBerry.
What up, YouTube? Now, I know you see the title, and I'm calling some people out. You got 24 hours to respond, less than 24 hours, and you go home calling out you guys. And if you don't respond, well, nothing happens. But I just want to let you guys know, tomorrow is my birthday. Yes, I am getting old.
Just one day prior to his untimely death in a car accident, YouTuber LeBerry posted a seemingly ordinary clip in which he announced his plans to celebrate his 25th birthday with a Twitch livestream. On the night of LeBerry's birthday, he was killed when his friend, celebrity tattooist Daniel Silva, lost control of his car and crashed. Both LeBerry and Silva were intoxicated at the time, and the tattoo artist was arrested for murder.
Police say that he tried to run away from the scene, but was stopped by eyewitnesses.
Heartbreak in Valley Village at the scene of a crash where the lives of two young social media stars were destroyed. Famed tattoo artist Daniel Silva is accused of slamming his 2020 McLaren into a stop sign and a tree Sunday night.
Sentenced to a year in prison, Silva was released early, posting his own video in February of 2021, in which he attempted to explain things from his perspective. Fans have noted that the promise of LeBerry's original video will now never be fulfilled.
It's my birthday, my roommates will be there, I will be there, we're live streaming on Twitch, it's in the description down below. That's all I gotta say, be there or not. That's it. Okay guys, I love you guys.
10 reasons to get a younger boyfriend, Emily Hart.
And to be honest, I was always going to end up with a younger guy. I don't really like salt and pepper hair. I'm very young at heart, and I've always dated younger guys. Although there are some positives to dating an older guy, there are also some excellent things about dating a younger guy. And here are my top 10.
Sometimes, a YouTuber's final post seems so innocuous on the surface before the anvil really drops. Such is the case with Emily Hartridge's last video, in which, per the title, the British lifestyle vlogger and television presenter elaborates on the rationale behind dating her boyfriend, whom she reveals to be 8 years younger than herself.
Now, I am someone that generally tries to delay the responsibilities of becoming older and saving money to buy a house and all that shit. A younger man is perfect, because they don't care about that either.
4 days after its upload, on July 8th, 2019, 35-year-old Hartridge was the victim of a fatal left-field electric scooter accident, thought to be the first of its kind in her native UK. The scariest part? Her younger boyfriend video depicts Jake Hazel, her partner, gifting her with 2 e-scooters, one of which Hart was riding at the time of the accident.
Happy birthday.
Oh my god, 2 scooters!
Yeah, you know that.
Why'd you get me 2?
Well, this one's a 6, it's got your name on it. And then this is the one you can use to work. It's all electric and apparently the best one in the game.
I'm sorry, Etika.
I'm sorry, yo. I'm sorry I betrayed your trust. I'm sorry I pushed you all away. I'm sorry I made a clown of myself. I apologize. I wish it didn't have to be this way. But unfortunately, I'm breaking my own rules.
Chances are you've heard of this one. Live streamer Desmond Daniel Etika Amofa was massively popular within the gaming community, endearing himself to countless fans with his exuberant, joyful personality. Amofa earned and enjoyed years of fame and adoration on YouTube, but things took a dramatic turn in 2018.
I know this world's gonna forget me. I know y'all are all gonna move on. And everything's gonna be good, you know? There'll be technology and games and movies I'll never see. I'll never see Attack on Titan. That last episode with Grisha was crazy too, bro. I'll never see how Attack on Titan finishes.
Beginning in October of that year, the streamer began acting erratically, using his various platforms to allude to his own death, utter numerous slurs, and post straight-up adult content. This continued until June 20th, 2019, when Amofa posted this video to one of his YouTube channels. Days later, his body was retrieved from New York's East River.
Let my story be one that advises caution on too much of the social media shit, man. You up. It can give you an image of what you want your life to be, and it can get blown completely out of proportion, dog. Unfortunately, it consumed me.
Rice cake raft. Will it float? TKOR.
You need a little bit more variety in what you shop for, I think.
No.
Guys, we have some rice cakes. These, when you eat them, I think most people's first impression is like, hey, that tastes like styrofoam.
Flavor, like this is, I think we're
Lightly
eating
salted styrofoam.
We're eating the extra pack, as if we don't have enough extra packs. This is the lightly salted one here.
On July 28th, 2019, channel creator / co-host Grant Thompson uploaded this video. The King of Random's next upload was a stark contrast. It was a simple, sober memorial for Thompson, who had died on July 29th in a freak paragliding accident. Strangely enough, Thompson's YouTuber instincts may have provided his loved ones with some sense of closure. He'd attached a camera to his paramotor, which revealed that an unexpected updraft had caused him to make a lethal crash landing.
His family grew concerned when Thompson was late to return from the outing. A search was then launched to locate him. Police recovering his body Tuesday morning thanks to a GPS locator Thompson had in his possession. Thompson's Instagram page sharing the news of his passing. Grant's legacy will live on in the channel and the global community he created.
After a series of memorial videos, the channel returned to its regularly scheduled programming, per Thompson's reported wishes. Watching Thompson try to make a rice cake raft float now feels impossibly heavy.
All right, so here's the lesson. If you're on a ship and it's sinking and there are lots of rice cakes and some duct tape around, grab it. Quickly lash together a flotation device. I would also recommend really sealing up the openings of the rice cakes.
Teen dad tries labor pain simulation. Cam and fam.
Obviously, there's no way to simulate a watermelon-sized baby coming out of a very small hole, at least for Landon here.
But at least we can kind of mimic a contraction.
Yes. So that's what we're about to do.
People have always had to remind themselves that appearances can be deceiving, and that, even though others may look perfectly fine on the outside, they may be struggling within. This couldn't be more apparent than in the case of 19-year-old Landon Clifford.
Define the husband stitch.
I think you told me about this, where it's like the procedure to make the vagina tighter.
Yes.
But if you give birth and you're just like, hey doc, wink.
Hey doc, tighten it up a little bit. Let me redo the proper definition.
Along with his spouse, Cameron, Clifford ran the family vlogging YouTube channel, Cam and Fam, which depicted their day-to-day life as parents of 2 young girls. Tragedy struck a few months later when Cameron revealed that Landon had taken his life after a lifetime of living with anxiety, depression, and ADHD. While Clifford only experiences a simulation in this video, it's become abundantly clear that his inner pain was very real.
But now that I've done it, I get it. Like, it honestly, like, changes you, and it's really empowering to, like, go through all that pain. I'm still waiting on my push present, though. Well, that pretty much wraps up today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and
we'll see you in the next video, Camily.
Cookies for Cancer. Cooking with Linja.
Hey, Linja Turtles. Unfortunately, I have bad news, but I also have good news and great news. The bad news is back in 2019, I was diagnosed with throat cancer. It changed my voice, and that's why I think I sound like Marge, Mabel, and Toad.
Last day of radiation. How do you feel?
I feel great. I'm so excited.
You look great.
We know this video is about tragic YouTube uploads, but it's a challenge to watch the late celebrity chef's content without cracking a smile. Linja's cheery, self-effacing persona could soften even the harshest of blows, including her own cancer diagnosis in 2021.
Start by adding flour, milk powder, salt, baking powder, baking soda. Mix it, Sean. Have your son throw you the stand mixer, grab the bowl and the paddle. Add butter, brown sugar, mix. 1 egg, vanilla, mix. And while mixing, slowly add in the flour mixture. And it should turn out like this.
In Cookies for Cancer, she reveals she'd been diagnosed with esophageal cancer, but true to form, she delivers the news with irreverent humor, upbeat energy, and a delicious cookie recipe dedicated to the healthcare workers who supported her on her journey. Yes, Linja passed away at the start of 2024, but this video, which is part update, part tribute, and part baking tutorial, remains a heartwarming reminder of the joy she brought to millions, even in the face of adversity.
I can't go into the cancer center because of COVID restrictions, but thank you, healthcare workers! Long story short, I'm doing great, and I love making these videos for you. If I had any advice for you, it's get checkups annually, drink lots of water, and stay close to your friends and family. Linja, Ow!
Rescuing a beautiful bobcat. Save a fox.
All right, this is Mira, everybody. She came from that big rescue group that I have been slowly but surely introducing you guys to. She is in heat right now.
Social media can be an ugly, even vicious place. Case in point, the rise of snark subreddits, online communities that single out public figures for relentless mockery. This was the tragic reality for vlogger Michaela Rains, founder and CEO of Save a Fox Rescue in Lakeville, Minnesota. In June 2025, Rains took her own life. A follow-up video featuring her husband, Ethan Frankamp, directly blamed one such subreddit for subjecting her to sustained cyberbullying and harassment.
For a few years, a group of people had been throwing dirt on Michaela's name and the rescue. Most of these are people she knew, and some of them are other animal sanctuaries. They consistently spread ridiculous claims and rumors, and being the sensitive human that she was, Michaela took it all to heart.
Frankamp also revealed that Rains had autism, depression, and borderline personality disorder, and that the targeted attacks had taken a devastating toll on her mental health. Posted on June 21st, the same day that she died, Michaela's final video now stands as a quiet, sobering farewell.
And we're gonna miss her. We really wish we could keep her. But we know she's going to a good place that probably has boy bobcats, and she might have a friend once she's spayed. And I'm sure she'll love that. So everyone give a round of applause to Mira.
I made my own clothing brand and it actually worked. P2 is the name.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. It's the night before my drop day. Oh man, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I'm low-key like lost for words right now, bro. Like, we haven't even dropped, but this is my first drop for Don't Mind This ever. I feel like it's gonna be an emotional moment, so let's just open the blind so we can get the view in the back.
Primarily known as a live streamer, Philip and Awalis had recently begun branching out, launching both a production company and a fashion brand, frequent subjects of his videos. But that forward momentum came to a sudden, tragic halt on March 14th, 2025, when Awalis was found dead in a Los Angeles mailroom.
Y'all, I ain't gonna lie, I'm nervous, but I'm excited at the same damn time, bro. Y'all, this man right here, you know, we have a good amount of ideas, bro, but like, I learned so much dropping a clothing line. Like, bro, I did this in high school, but like, bro, this is not the same game. Like, this is a whole different game.
According to the County of Los Angeles medical examiner, the cause of death was a sudden cardiac dysfunction due to solitary papillary muscle hypertrophy, which causes one's heart muscle to grow. That makes this upload all the more difficult to watch, as it captures Awalis' overwhelming gratitude for a life that, unbeknownst to him, was nearing its end.
I ain't gonna cry. I don't like crying on YouTube, man. I don't believe I'm crying on YouTube, bro. Like, I ain't trying to do it, man. I ain't trying to do it. I'm just really passionate about this shit, bro. You ain't gonna cry. I ain't crying. I ain't crying. I promise y'all, bro, drop 2 is gonna be way better than drop 1. Drop 1 was just to get my foot through the door. Now that my foot is through the door, watch what I do going to drop 2.
Wreckful shows his game Everland after 2 years of development. Wreckful.
Okay, so once you get start getting in, there are a few bugs that we couldn't fix. There's this weird bug where once in a while when you're entering an interior, you have to reopen the client. And we just couldn't figure out how to make it go away before the stress test, but stuff happens.
A former esports pro turned full-time streamer, Byron Bernsteins, wasn't afraid to share his struggles with mental health, often using his platform to speak candidly about depression, bipolar disorder, and loneliness. That vulnerability resonated with millions, but it also revealed just how much he was quietly enduring.
Everything's working so far. This is my first time seeing this many people in game, dude. It's been like 2 years working on the game. This is cool.
In July 2020, Bernstein died by his own hand at the age of 31, having previously spoken about the intense difficulty that came with losing his brother in the same way years earlier. That's why his final video hit so hard. At one point, Bernstein joyfully remarks that he might someday watch others stream Everland, a video game he himself created, which we now know he'll never experience.
Dude, this is cool. Wait, one day there'll be a bunch of people streaming my game, and I'll just watch them. And I'll be an old man and eat popcorn.
Shooting victim interview. Jerry, soft white underbelly.
You were shot in the side of the head with a shotgun.
He said the only reason I survived because it was point blank range. He said it was not point blank range, my head would be out of the streets.
And you'd be dead.
I'd be dead, yeah. And see, I can't see that guy's left eye.
The bio for this YouTube channel reads simply, Soft White Underbelly Interviews and Portraits of the Human Condition by photographer Mark Lyta. That understated line belies the emotional depth Lyta reaches in his filmed conversations with residents of Skid Row, the unofficial neighborhood at the heart of downtown Los Angeles. To Lyta, his subjects represent some of the most marginalized people in America, and his raw, unfiltered approach has drawn praise and criticism.
Your attitude is amazing.
Yeah. Have to, man. I can't change it. I can't stop living now.
You know, whenever I hear somebody complaining about their tough life, I think about you.
Yeah, I can't stop living. I gotta live on. Definitely. God is good.
But the channel's most powerful moments are exactly what the tagline promises: human. Take his May 2019 interview with Jerry Nave, an unhoused Angelino who survived a shotgun blast to the face. Nave's sunny optimism takes on a deeply poignant weight following his death in November 2020.
Things happen, you know.
Things happen. They happen to you.
And things happen unexpectedly. So I'll be able to take this negative and turn it to something positive.
Talking Kitty Cat 69, Sylvester Goes to Court. Talking Kitty Cat.
Do you know what your present is?
No.
Well, just try to guess, Kitty.
What?
All right, it takes a lot of screws.
Her?
No, it's not Gigi, wood screws. So, any idea?
No.
A catio, Sylvester.
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna go build it right now.
I want catnip.
Idaho-based creator Steve Cash made a name for himself through Talking Kitty Cat, a long-running series in which he voiced his pets, turning everyday moments into bizarre, profanity-laden conversations. His breakout star, a grumpy black cat named Sylvester, helped him rack up millions of subscribers. Cash was candid about living with bipolar disorder, confirming struggles with mental health as the reason he had needed to take a 9-month hiatus from YouTube.
And to those of you who are wondering why it takes me so long sometimes between videos to get anything out, it is because I have bipolar disorder, which means I spend sometimes, a couple months to 6 months or longer stuck in a really, really deep depression. And it comes and goes and I don't really have any control over it. So when it is taking me a long time to get a video out, I'm sorry.
Said Cash, I go into a really, really, really deep depression, and I can't make videos when that's happening. In April 2020, he took his own life, aged 40. His final upload, posted just weeks earlier, plays like business as usual, which makes it all the more heartrending in hindsight.
Either way, again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.
Dem Bones, Stevie Ryan. Stevie Ryan. Here's a name that'll take you straight back to YouTube's early days. From 2006 to 2010, aspiring actress Stevie Ryan was a regular presence on the then nascent platform. A kind of proto-vlogger, she uploaded comedy sketches, songs, and even burlesque performances. Her online popularity eventually led to Stevie TV, a sketch comedy series that aired on VH1 from 2012 to 2013.
I'm addicted to twerking.
Ryan died by her own hand in 2017, and reports later revealed that nurse practitioner Gerald Baltz, with whom she was in a relationship, had prescribed her multiple medications without proper justification. The circumstances surrounding her death are difficult to stomach. This Halloween-themed sketch from October 2006, featuring Ryan dressed as a skeleton, now lands with grim irony.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
So long, nerds. Technoblade.
My real name is Alex. I had one of my siblings call me Dave one time in a deleted video from 2016, and it was one of the most successful pranks we've ever done. Thousands of creepy online dudes trying to get overly personal going, "Oh, hey Dave, how's it going?"
Known for his strategic brilliance and deadpan delivery, Technoblade was more than just a Minecraft YouTuber. He was a phenomenon, building a massive fan base without ever showing his face. That changed in part with So Long Nerds, a farewell video uploaded in July 2022, read aloud by his father shortly after his death from cancer at the age of 23.
Thank you all for supporting my content over the years. If I had another 100 lives, I think I would choose to be Technoblade again every single time, as those were the happiest years of my life. I hope you guys enjoyed my content and that I made some of you laugh. And I hope you all go on to live long, prosperous, and happy lives.
In it, Technoblade revealed his real name, thanked his fans, and signed off with the same dry wit that defined his channel. A longtime fan of Minecraft, Technoblade's final address drew renewed attention in 2025 upon the release of Jared Hess's A Minecraft Movie, which paid moving but tasteful homage to him.
Whoa, is he some kind of king?
No. That's a legend. Kid, anything you can dream about here, you can make. Zero limits. You know what I'm talking about.
If you or someone you know is struggling with mental health issues, don't hesitate to call the National Mental Health Hotline at 1-866-903-3787.